A customer once sat across from me holding a printout she had never actually read. It was her own credit report. She had pulled it because a loan application had just been turned down and she wanted to know why. She slid it across the desk and said, "I do not even know what I am looking at." And honestly, that is the most normal thing in the world. Most people have never read their own credit report. Not really. They have seen their credit score, the 3-digit number, but the report behind that number is a different document, and it is the one that actually decides things. So today, I am going to sit you down the way I sat with her and walk you through your credit report one section at a time. By the end, you will be able to open yours, know exactly what every part means, and spot the things that are quietly costing you. Quick note before we start, I spent more than 20 years working in banking, and I am sharing what I learned on the inside, but I am not your financial advisor, and this video is general education, not personal advice. Everyone's situation is different, so for decisions about your specific money, talk to a professional who can look at your full picture. With that said, let's get into it, because this one genuinely helps people. First, let's clear up the single most common confusion, because almost everyone gets this wrong. Your credit score and your credit report are not the same thing. Your score is one number, usually somewhere between 300 and 850. Your report is the long document that the number is calculated from. Think of it this way. The report is the full written record. The score is just the grade at the top. When you get turned down for a loan, the lender did not just glance at your score, they read the report. So if you only ever check your score, you are reading the grade and never reading the test. Everything that follows is about reading the test, because that is where the real information lives and that is where the mistakes hide. So where do you get it? There are 3 major credit bureaus, and you have heard their names. Each one keeps its own report on you, and here is the part that surprises people. The 3 reports are not identical. A lender might report an account to one bureau and not the others, so an error can sit on one report while the other 2 look fine. By federal law, you are entitled to a free copy of your report from all 3, and right now you can pull them every week at no cost from the official free site. Not a trial, not a site with a monthly fee, the genuinely free, federally backed one. Be careful here, because a lot of look-alike sites will try to sell you something. Use the official one, pull all 3 reports, and put them side by side. You are about to read them together because comparing them is how you catch what is wrong. Every credit report opens with the same section, your personal information. This is the identifying part at the top, your name and any spellings or nicknames that have been attached to your credit, current and past addresses, your date of birth, often a list of past employers. Now, here is what I want you to know. This section does not affect your score at all. The number is not calculated from your name or your address, but you still have to read it carefully, and here is why. This section is your early warning system for fraud. If you see an address you have never lived at or a name variation that is not yours, that can be the first sign that someone else's information is mixed into your file or that someone is using your identity. Most people skip straight past this part, slow down, and actually read it. The next section is the big one, your accounts. Sometimes it is labeled trade lines, which is just banking language for the same thing. This is the heart of the report, and it is where most of your score actually comes from. Every credit card, every loan, every line of credit, current and from years past, is listed here. And for each one, the report shows a stack of details. Who the lender is, when you opened the account, the type of account, your credit limit or the original loan amount, your current balance, and the single most important line of all, your payment history, month by month, going back years. Take your time on this section. Read every account as its own little story, because this is the part lenders study hardest, and it is the part where a single wrong mark does the most damage. Let's zoom all the way in on one account, because once you can read one, you can read them all. Picture a single credit card on the report. You will see a status, something like open, closed, or paid. You will see whether the account is current or how far past due it has ever been, and you will see that month-by-month payment grid. Each little box is 1 month, and it tells you whether the payment that month was on time or late. A long row of on-time months is exactly what you want a lender to see. Now here is the banker's tip. Look hard at the date of last activity and the account status. An account you know you closed years ago should not be showing as open. A card you always paid on time should not have a single late box. You are looking for anything that does not match your own memory. Your memory is the fact check. The third section is shorter, and for a lot of people it is mercifully empty. Public records and collections. The public records part pulls from court and government filings, and in practice today, the main thing that appears here is a bankruptcy. The collections part is where an account goes after it has gone unpaid long enough that the original company gave up and handed it to a collection agency. If you have items here, do not panic, but do read them with the most care of all, because this is the section that does the heaviest damage to your score. And this is exactly where errors are both common and brutal. A collection you already paid still showing a balance. A collection you do not recognize at all. A debt so old it should have aged off the report entirely. Every one of those is challengeable, and we are about to get to how. The last section is inquiries, and this is simply a list of who has looked at your credit. It comes in 2 flavors, and the difference matters. A hard inquiry happens when you apply for credit and a lender pulls your report to make a decision. Those can nudge your score down a little, and they stay visible for about 2 years. A soft inquiry is when you check your own report, or a company peeks at your file to send you a pre-approved offer. Soft inquiries do not affect your score at all, and only you can see them. So here is what to do in this section. Look at the hard inquiries and make sure you recognize every single one. A hard inquiry you did not authorize means someone may have applied for credit in your name, and that is something you want to catch early. The rest, the soft ones, you can read for curiosity, but they are harmless. Now you know all 4 sections, so let's go hunting. Because reading the report is really about finding what should not be there. From the inside, here are the 4 errors I saw the most. 1. An account that simply is not yours, often a sign of mixed files or identity theft. 2. An account you pay on time showing a late payment that never happened. 3. A debt you already paid still showing a balance owed. And 4. An old negative item that has overstayed its welcome. Most negative marks are only allowed to stay about 7 years. Anything older than that should be gone. Go through your report with those 4 in mind and circle anything that matches. Each of those is not just an annoyance. Each one can be quietly pulling your score down and costing you a better interest rate, and each one is something you have the right to challenge. So you found something wrong. Here is exactly how you fix it, and the process is more powerful than most people realize. You file a dispute. You contact the credit bureau whose report shows the error, and you also contact the company that reported the wrong information in the first place, what the system calls the furnisher. Do it in writing, keep a copy of everything, and include any proof you have. The bureau then has to investigate, and if the information cannot be verified, it has to be corrected or removed. Now, one honest note, because the rules shifted recently. If your dispute with the bureau does not resolve it, your next step is a complaint with the Federal Consumer Protection Bureau. But as of 2026, you generally have to file with the credit bureau first and give that process about 45 days before you escalate. So start the moment you spot an error. Be patient, be organized, and keep every receipt. So let's go back to that customer with the printout she could not read. We did exactly what you and I just did. We went down her report section by section, personal information, accounts, public records, inquiries, and we found it. A single collection account that she had paid off 2 years earlier, still sitting there showing a balance. That one error was a quiet weight on her score, and it was very likely the reason her loan was denied. She filed a dispute that week. It came off. Same person, same income, a higher score, just because someone finally sat down and read the page with her. So here is what I want you to do tonight. Pull your 3 reports and actually read them section by section, the way we just did. Your report is not a mystery document, it is just a page, and now you know how to read it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I will see you in the next video.